Adam was born in September 1929. She lived in the countryside and had been raised in an open-minded family. Her father was ahead of his time and her mother was an active member of society. During her childhood, Agnes developed a strong sense of equality between men and women because she always considered her parents on the same level. She had the opportunity to go to school and to be a scout. In 1947, Agnes's parents supported her so she could pursue her studies at McGill's Faculty of Law in Montreal. 2 years later, she got married to a young man named Adrian. In the same year, she got pregnant with their first child. During that period of her life, Adrian imposed Agnes to give up school and dedicate all her time to being a housewife. Wanting her freedom, she tried to revolt. Agnes found the fact that she had to stay home while seeing her husband living his life degrading and shocking for women. Agnes developed an interest for black widows when she came across an article in the newspaper. This article provoked unhealthy ideas in her mind. On lonely days, Agnes dedicated her time to creating deadly poison to be able to take revenge on her husband, who had deprived her of her freedom. She tested the poison on her child and feigned an accidental death. Agnes had succeeded. She administered the fatal poison to Adrian, who died in his turn. Motivated by gender equality, she moved very quickly from one victim to another, and so, gradually, madness settled in her mind. She wasn't discreet anymore. She got carried away. The last husband she had was in 1965 and was named Alan. He was a detective for the little town where they lived. Agnes knew it very well, but she didn't care anymore. All she wanted was revenge. After a while, Alan started to have doubt about Agnes's past. He led an investigation on the woman whom he believed to know. Finally, he discovered everything. He couldn't believe it. Could have undergone the same spell as Agnes's ex-husbands. He got his wife committed to the sanatorium and she stayed there till the end of time. She became crazy.
Voici l'équipe composée de Megane, Amie Trudel Bélair, Claudia Trakejian et, dans le rôle de Agnes Adam, Juliette Hamel.
The Black Widow.
Yeah.
Want to go, Eric?
Sure, yeah. So, I love this character so much. I loved watching this thing come together all week. I didn't realize it until now, but this is one of the smallest teams, I think.
Yes.
There was a lot of other people in the other teams. So I think right away, I think you guys should be so proud of yourselves for accomplishing so much with one of the smallest teams. So amazing job on that. The chest piece, obviously, I think is just like the best part of this. Really says a lot about the character. Definitely tells the story that unfolded on the screen just now. Actually, this whole chest piece was sculpted, molded, cast, and everything, and specifically fit on her. So it was like, I know it was a really big deal that you guys got that done and that it looked the way you wanted it to, and I'm so happy that it came out the way that it did. And I'm glad that, these I think are worth pointing out. The veins, these are actually like 3-dimensional veins. You can see them popping up off of her. They kind of fade into these paint job veins that like feel like they're more underneath the skin, so I love that. Love the black scleros, really like a terrifying image, especially when you step back. Yeah, the spider eggs right here on the arm, love it. Love it, really draws the whole like Black Widow thing together. And then of course also, she is a widow over and over and over and over again. So it only makes sense, like, to me it's almost like the eggs are not only the lives of probably the many children she killed, but the many husbands and the many relationships as well. So a lot of really, really great subtle details. All right, I'm gonna throw it to RJ. Sorry, I don't want to take up too much.
I'll translate.
Okay.
Les années 50 60 sont très bien représentés, les cheveux, le look. Et étant donné qu'elle s'appelle, que c'est la veuve noire, plein de petits œufs d'araignée, avec le chest, dans le fond, qui devient une araignée, le cœur qui devient... et ça a été moulé, sculpté, et qui fit parfaitement sur toi, Juliette. Et, et le costume, et les veinures, et vraiment, c'est un beau travail, RJ.
Ditto. I mean, yeah. I mean, you really summed it all up very nice. You pointed everything out. I do like the props. I think the little props do add a lot to,
Definitely.
again, completing a character. Props, of course, including the headband too, and the period style clothing. I mean, that's really a nice touch. You could have just come out in anything, but you went to, and put her in the period clothing that she would have been actually wearing, right?
Yeah.
And I just love the way the paint job on the chest turned out. I really thought that was really a nice centerpiece for the whole thing, and your eye just automatically goes to this big, just gigantic spider bursting out of her chest, and it's really disgusting. It reminds you of something from Aliens,
Yeah.
And the Scaleros definitely tied in very well. It was a lot of fun trying to get those in backstage, so that was a lot
Also
of
another feminist character. Pretty cool.
Yes,
Yeah.
another feminism. Yeah,
Yeah.
let's hear it for feminism, all right?
Donc, même la bouteille qui date des années 60, tout ça, les détails qui ont fait que le personnage prend vie. Les yeux aussi, je vous remarquez que peut-être Juliette a les yeux assez perçants, merci. Donc, c'est un ensemble, c'est un personnage complet qui raconte une histoire. Donc, excellent, bravo. Bravo, la plus petite équipe de Face Off cette année.
Good job,
Bravo.
girls.
Félicitations.
Awesome working with you guys.